finally, Sarkodie Kanta break it down. The brain behind Kanta, track no manifesto no. Sarkodie Kanta breaking it down. On NYDJ and interview. Now me see how about the hover NRT story bar never continue. Eddie mama.
And with the counter approach and the reception, I know what it's gonna get. You know, people are gonna go like, "Hey, Charlie, why is that good? Hey, boy," and I like it because that's what I wanted to achieve. You know, I wanted you to feel that thing in my voice. But I wish you guys are in the studio when I'm recording. I don't take it that serious, you know. But and even how that song came about, I think we were going to the stage in Canada, and then I was in a car, and I think Mensa was playing the beats. I was like, "Oh, these beats have I don't jump on them before," because everybody's doing a version of it, and I started it, and I was like, "Let me just create some controversy." I know what it's going to be. It's going to benefit certain people. It's going to make people talk a lot. Yeah. But I'm like, you know, I've always been trying to stay away from it because mostly I started in one song until I can have a back-to-back with somebody I feel like I can gain as well. That's when I was ready to do it, you know. But if I won't gain but I'm like, yo, listen, I came from Kasahari. I used to just
Sure, we're back again, and as you all know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah, the throwback Sarkodie interviews are why came 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 5 years, in every bremo, our channel, Hannah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, throwback interviews are already aye. Now, 7 years ago, already any NYDJ interview. Now, during the interview, already car, a lot of things will be interviewing. Now, one particular, be 8 years or 7 years ago, or the airdrop pay air rich nigga shit and track on ebe banga yi pa. Now, or the HMA and your on a drop pay track on by a passage. The engineer and a drop pay air track now, but the chima okoya recording our passage. Now, during recording and a passage, a man the beats and already a can 102. That rap nobody in a cramp, that rich nigga shit and you're nobody in, or the say one tro like about a trim or to one aka 1 or 2 words bi na oni a record it 1 or 2 words na positive ya den a record it na anyem no cramp no wa anya kran hwie o na post den e release air track no na mo yenti how I obere NRT air story ne ba na we continue e dey amamo.
There was a point when you sent out a tweet and said that you were holding on to music and that you think Akobwa had the jam for the rest of the year, but unfortunately we heard RNS, and then should I say unfortunate or unfortunate? We had RNS, and then we had the new one that everybody's talking about, Faso. Yep. Like people are like, okay, so Sarkodie couldn't keep up with the promise because for him, is even sleeping in the studio and always producing. So how did that come about?
I think just people take, which I respect, people take everything I say literally and they run with it, they believe. No, I'm not saying they shouldn't believe, but they take what I say very personal. Yeah. When I tweeted that, you know, it was the excitement of the fact that Akobwa is releasing this record that I've been listening over and over again. I wanted to share with the world. I wanted the world to listen to it. That doesn't stop the world from happening. You know, it's still going to be a dope record, and then I'll still be Sarkodie. But I really, really needed that attention, and they got the attention that he needed. You know, people paid attention to it. They want to watch it. They go like, okay, which song is going to stop Sarkodie from recording? And it's a dope record. To date, I think, I don't know if I can release a song personally. You know, people can love my song, but I have what I like. I like that song, Akobwa's song, Hello, featuring me. So it's going to be like my #1, you know, till the year's over. But of course, you know, it's Sarkodie. I record a lot. And if I record something, and RNS, please, that wasn't released by me anyways, you know.
Posse G did that.
Yeah, Posse G did that. And people actually think it was planned. It was not planned. I went to the studio to do a different song, and I was going and I asked him, yo, Charlie, by yourself, you send me beats, jail. He played RNS, big ups to MOG, this new kid that I'm really, 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 you know, impressed by his work. He played me the beats. When I heard it, it was a dope beat. It's actually a very dope beat. Yeah. But for Sarkodie, that type of music is too easy for me. So sometimes I move away from it. But I was like, let me just do it. Let me just do it. So I said what I said. It was not written. When I say 4 words, I think about the next 4, I'll say it. If I think about the next 4, I'll say it. And I left the studio. The next morning, and knowing Posse G knows that if you wait on Sarkodie, I'm not going to release the song. It's going to take 30 years and it'll still be on my laptop. So he went with his guts, believing in the song that much, and then he released it the next day. And then I was about to call him and go like, yo, why you release them? But when I saw the people and how they embraced the song, you know, I just had to just go with the flow. So it was not really planned. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to release music. You know, I'm definitely going to put out music if I feel like it's the right timing.
Now, talking about that particular song, for instance, I remember I saw a tweet of yours that was like, you're going to see him. I knew you were just joking about that. But after seeing the fans and all that, just like you talked about, did you still go ahead to call Posse and like, yo?
No. I actually applaud him. He's not really done that before. So for him to do that, and Posse G has been in my good books for forever. He's never been on my bad side. He's such an incredible soul, and he's very, very religious, very spiritual. Actually makes me uncomfortable when I'm around him. Posse G is the type of person who wouldn't, you know, like you to talk about somebody. That's the energy I like. That he don't like gossip, and when you gossip, he's scared. You go like, why do you come here to talk about somebody? Very, very spiritual, you know, that it makes me want to literally take a bath every time I'm going to see him because I feel so dirty around Posse G. He's a clean soul, and he's always there. And his name actually speaks for itself. Possible. Anything is possible. Just call Posse G in the middle of the night, and he's going to wake up no matter what and come to your rescue. So for him to release the song, I was like, if it was anybody else, I'll flip, like, I'll just call back. With Posse, I have that respect. And he said, listen, I know what the song is going to do, and that's why I released it. And you've seen what's happening. I said, okay. So if now Posse G releases anything, I'll just keep quiet.
So Posse, I'm pretty sure you've done a lot of recordings. Posse, please drop them. Keep them coming, because
sure. And already I continue. I can say, Obekaya, Sarkodie manifest. I have 1 or 2 misunderstanding beef with Ghana industry inquiring. I pop it up. Now, already trima. Saa beef no one down that say obey beef and no cramp on a back incidents. Now I'm caught tall El Canada. And DJ Mensa a bit and over the car say, oh, beat you cramp and I'm for jumping on it. I'm a cramp on my baby and so. Now Sarkodie say, the Oba about cause a controversy. I'm a gun will be hiding. Oh, akasa, and definitely, they are a benefit amount for you say obey Arape Abu Di Womunkuan definitely a benefit amount for. Now, but they can say, bra or yeah, record win on a crampon while me be said how like or go in hard that be over the area like say pay the over the kind or say on or like say manifest in June level manifest ya cra on count achievement on over the yan manifest any the encounter na nka ebo fun ko ade a anko tra de e wole gon na mo yenti how I over the hoover and I will see a story no but o chima o ka say Sack Nation here no matter what artist bia no odi obi compare Sarkodie a o artist na e baller obedi na na ye de nim no o landlord o Ghana na mo yenti how obedi hoover and I will see a story no we enyam na me kan obedi ene kan nti mo yenti how obedi hoover and I will see a story no ba you will continue.
this particular year, I should say, one of the years that you have this kind of challenge, should I say, an artist really comes at you and all that. And for me, I was like, okay, how did this whole thing start? The feedback and everything, the energy, it was like negative. I don't know if it was positive. You released Kanta. And for the first time, I must say, that was when I felt like I could feel some anger in your tone. Like, I don't know, but that's how I felt. Like there was kind of anger in your tone. How was this whole thing about?
I think, I said back to what I was saying, people really, really take me literally that serious, you know, so they react to how I react. And when people say artists come at me, people come at me every year. It's not 2016. It's just the order of the day. You know, the one there is going to get more stones thrown at him, and I'm very ready for that, and I need it actually because if that happens, it tells me, okay, that means you're still on path. Like if they don't really want to come at you, that means you're out of the way, and you know. So I'm actually glad I get that. And I know how to use emotions to do music, not necessarily because I feel like that, you know, because I can swear to God, nobody has really gotten to me that much for me to feel like, yo, but this boy, hey, why did you? It's never been like that for me. Like, I swear, like literally nobody, because the thing is, what I understand about music is we all say we are the best rappers, but we don't have the best rapper because no rapper has the whole world backing you. That's the best rapper. Even Jesus has people who don't believe in him, you know, so I feel like you are the best to your fan base. So I don't really go with, oh, I'm better than you and this guy, now I flow past you. Of course, we rap. It's all about ego. You talk about it, but you be sincere to yourself. There is no way any rapper can impress a Sack Nation fan and they will leave Sarkodie for you. It's not going to happen. You understand? So that's the same way, vice versa. Like, yo, Manifest, whoever, their fans are not going to go like, oh, no, Charlie, Manifest, we are to go support Sarkodie. If you're a true fan, it's a die-hard fan. Yeah. You know, they're going to die with you, they're going to ride with you. So what I focus on, my energy, is focusing on the people that care about me. That's the Sack Nation and Alcoholics. If you go back to a song like What Did I Go Wrong featuring I wanted to bring that emotion of me being very sad. So if you listen to that song, you feel like I lost my voice, I've been crying for days. I can act that way. And with the Kanta approach and the reception, I know what it's gonna get. You know, people are gonna go like, hey Charlie, why is that good? Boy, and I like it because that's what I wanted to achieve. You know, I wanted you to feel that thing in my voice. But I wish you guys are in the studio when I'm recording. I don't take it that serious, you know, but and even how that song came about, I think we were going to the stage in Canada, and then I was in a car, and I think Mensa was playing the beats. I was like, oh, these beats have I don't jump on them before, because everybody's doing a version of it. And I started it, and I was like, let me just create some controversy. I know what it's going to be. It's going to benefit certain people. It's going to make people talk a lot. Yeah. But I'm like, you know, I've always been trying to stay away from it, because mostly I started in one song until I can have a back-to-back with somebody I feel like I can gain as well. That's when I was ready to do it, you know. But if I won't gain but I'm like, yo, listen, I came from Kasahari. I used to just rap these people for no reason. You know, let me just get back to that energy just to make people feel like. And if you realize all the rappers jumped on it, you know, people wanted to either talk about it or defend someone or try to, you know, that whole thing. Who's supposed to do it if not me, who's like, literally, I don't like talking about myself being the one or whatever, but you understand that if you're talking about people holding the Ghana music on that level, I'm part of it, yes. So I think it's just right to sometimes to spice the whole industry up, but it's nothing personal, I swear. It's nothing personal. And the funny thing is, if something is personal, I can't write. Whoa. It takes ages for me to write that. Like Mile 7 Saga, this is my old story. It took me how many years? Because it's still real, I can't pretend. I need to make sure every word means something. You know, I can just put some rhyme in it. With this, I will fool and I'll bring humor and I'll try to sound funny because I don't mean it. But if I really, really mean it, I don't think I can. Yeah, it takes a while. It will take forever. Yeah.
Wow. So I think for the very first time, Sarkodie has really opened up on these issues that came up in 2016, and this is behind the move.
Sure, into your free hono and obede. And commodity man and obede ebege up Sack Nation say Charlie Sack Nation abuano ama currently obede. And yes Sack Nation kwa obede. Kay Bianco were giant moto. If we say with me giant and you want to bear 1 year, 2 years, but still not or irrelevant, Nina a Sack Nation, a Juma Power, or more year, Timmy Sarkodie, Sack Native, and will be out or coming together and say a forming one family, I Sack Nation, or more Anna who do over the down, over the Chima. Baby, I will do and any award I was doing now, Nina a Sack Nation, and a Sack Nation, cover the Andrew, and more now a time because of Sack Nation, or do I a Sack Nation, and more obedient. More na afa Sarkodie ho time na se ahoye a enti aden it is Sack Nation to move to a certain artist but obedi and react on that vibe no and obedi one type be on like or two personality you bab obedi two personality yo Michael Wiswado and was Sarkodie dey no show base by Michael Wiswado no cool type on pen ho asem by ba Sarkodie dey no dey no obeka na adwen achiro on that vibe no bana nyom de abeka na adwen achiro ba me yenti how obedi hova and I will tea a restaurant I saw ball a Sack Nation abaso o me yenti how obedi hova and I will tea a restaurant nearby never continue e dey amam.
No, you have a strong army online. Nobody dares touch them. Like he says, What do you tell them? Like, how's it feeling like when you get on stage and you see them and they are shouting? I know you've talked about why you often wear shades, but how do you feel when you see them shouting and all?
No, you can never get used to it. You don't understand why. You know, I never get it. And one funny thing is my personality doesn't suit my profession because I am not that type of person that wants the attention. I don't want to be, well, you see, you have people who come in a room and they want to be the one everyone wants to talk to. I don't want that. I want to be the guy in the corner and nobody cares about, you know, Michael, and I'll just show in my corner. I actually don't even like birthday parties when it's my birthday because the attention is on me. Like everyone is looking at you and go like, oh, happy birthday. I don't like that. Like I actually enjoy it if I have a dry birthday. I'm that type of person. So to get love, sometimes they don't understand, you know, they go like, oh, Sarkodie, the way you reacted, I don't know whether if you appreciate the way I appreciate you. I'm like, because sometimes when you do that, the thing is sometimes it's hard to say it, but sometimes I'm shy when you do that. When you go like, yo, Sark, I love you. Yo, Sark. I don't know what to say. Like if we have people that wanted that, that's why they did the music. So they want to go in town. The people go like, yeah. I didn't do music because I just wanted to do music. And then, fortunately, people really, really, really took you serious and they love you from their heart. And that's Sark Nation and Sarkoholics. I don't joke with them, and I know they understand me being me. That's why I love them. They don't judge me based on how I am. They are the only people who just love me like, yeah, unconditionally. They just literally don't expect anything from me. All they want me to do is just keep on doing what I'm doing. And I appreciate them. I think without them, I wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be necessary for me to release a song if I didn't have that strong fan base. Because it's one to be known and it's one to have a fan base. That's way different, and I do have that and I appreciate them and they should keep the support going. Last night, they showed that love again. Kumasi turned up, they were just jumping here and there. They kept me on my toes for like how many hours, and I did not drop the energy because of their energy. So I would say to them that anytime I record a song, I think about what they will feel. That's what makes me, happy. So I love Sark Nation. I love Sarkoholics. And big ups to y'all for the support.
Sure, nti 7 years, 8 years ago, Sarkodie signing Akwaboa. Now, but the mu how was signing Akwaboa. I said the motivating no man sign Akwaboa. Now, but the chuma Akwaboa one humble guy be like or good. About a young tour, young two, young right. The appearance crown wedding Akwaboa good yipa. Na Sarkodie ka say, who are they bu Akwaboa mu a person oboa no. Drew a tree and currently we the baby Akwaboa dura. Akwabwa yɛ aduru akyiri pa and then they out here and akwabwa ko interview na put no question say last achievement be na wanya free Sarkodie ho a akwabwa etai ka say Sarkodie ene boa no ama ride no obɛyɛ akwabwa na we back na akwabwa pese oyɛ different genres but Sarkodie ka kyerɛ no say on stay true to himself na the oil on so put in effort na dachi bia no obetwa so ɛyɛ aba and currently oko weddings engagement baby shows your free akwabwa eba love dia your free akwabwa and eba Valentine Day dia akwabwa din kwabena din na yebo and currently Sarkodie advice na dem akwabwa na den aboa ne yie pa na mo yentie how Sarkodie na weti story ne ba na be continue
Finally, success music. You have Akwaboa there. I know we can't wrap up this without talking about Akwaboa. One amazing talent on the record label. How far do you want to take Akwaboa?
As far as he can go, because I believe in him. I don't. People go like, "Oh, Sarkodie, you just have to sign somebody." I want the things I do for artists is more than signing. What I do behind the scenes for most artists is. When it gets to the point, they ask me, "Sark, you do stuff for me, but why don't you sign me?" Signing is a whole different level. Akwaboa, apart from the fact that he's talented, he's a very humble person. He understands. He's very matured. So it makes the work way more easier. And I always keep saying, talent plays like max 10% of what's going to happen to you in your career. Talent is like 10%. How you are, the discipline you have, the mindset, how you take things is what's going to determine how long you're going to stay in the game. And I feel Akwaboa has that. He's very down to earth. He's super talented. He can create music in 2 seconds and put some deadly words into it that I've never been able to understand till today. So I think it's somebody worth supporting, and I can spend my last dime on trying to get Akwaboa on that level. It takes time. I'm an artist, so I do understand. I'm not a record label, a business person too much, because with those people, what they are signing you for is to make money. So when you don't hit in 2, 3, or a year period, they want to push you off, and I'm not that type of. I'm an artist. It took me years to get here, so I understand the whole process. I'm not rushing. Sometimes he even like feels like, oh, if we do this. I'm like, listen. Bottom line is, you were a dope artist. The same thing that you were saying about this promotion and things. I'm like, listen, it's better to grab the people that really, really, really care. Because what promotion does, sometimes it's very good. You push artists to that level. We know you because they've been putting you on TV too much to the point that, okay, we are focusing. But do we really care? We don't. But then what you're really supposed to do is gather them from here. That's what I did. Way back, I used to come to Kumasi and perform. No one knew me, but I would just come and kill it. I'll go here, kill it. So by the time you get on that level, that's why sometimes you don't even need to do anything. All you have to do is just drop the song. And then it's hard to do it because you go to the club and people are playing other people's music. Your music is not being played. Like you go to a show, somebody gets a better reception more than you. It is nothing. Just keep gathering, building, small. By the time you realize, that's the core fan base. So when they scream, it's a different type of scream. It's not like they have called a celebrity. This is people who really care. You know, so Aquaba is getting that with time. He doesn't even see it, but I'm behind the scenes. I'm like, I watch him more than I watch me. And I see what people tweet. And that kind of tweet is what I look at. When someone says, you don't know what you do to me. Like, I love your music so much. I'm like, this is what you're supposed to focus on. So even if you get 16 of that, that's serious. You know, so that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting out music. He has an amazing track record as of now. What we recorded so far. He will be releasing an album as well. But the next single, hopefully, I'm looking at how December is going to be. But it's a very dope song. It's just him. You know, no one on the song. A very creative idea. So if you love Sarkodie, please try to support Aquaba as well. And if you love Aquaba, keep supporting. If you don't, be a new fan and don't miss out. He's going to be the next big thing out of Ghana. And everybody's going to need Aquaba to survive. Trust me.
Sure, nti Ssing and I Sarkodie ɛkan but full video no obehu full video no ɛwɔ ɛyɛ YouTube channel but we no yɛyi mu egbomu tokuro ɛna yɛde brɛ mu ɛwɔ hanam we ɛnyɛ full interview no but full interview no de ɛwɔ YouTube sɛdeɛ ohu no ɛwɔ hɔ no but we ɛyɛ key point bi ɛyɛ peke yɛ ɛna yɛde brɛ mu ɛwɔ channel hanam and every Thursday, Friday, Saturday bi a the throwback interviews of Sarkodie ɛna ɛbɛ brɛ mu ɛwɔ channel hanam ti every Thursday, Friday, Saturday bi a no make sure say follow channel na subscribe on turn on notification bell no ede man na interview a Sarkodie ye twem any important things are obedi ekan to date relevant no ede be brem e channel hanom don't forget to say like and turn on notification bell we are no akere wadwen e comment bar na say but in the attempt ede was say share video I mean sure we are out.